Welcome to Buzz TV. I'm your host, Wes Benwick. Joining me on our Ask the Attorney segment is Brandon Stanko with the law firm of Karstaedt Stanko. How are you today?
I'm doing very well. And yourself?
Great. So we want to talk about unintended business ownership today. What is an unintended business owner?
An unintended business owner is actually something that's happening a lot more often now. It is based on the gig economy. It is a freelancer or someone who is working out of their house or their garage, doing something that they really enjoy, that they're trying to make money at. The fact that they're trying to make money at it makes it a business as far as the law is concerned.
Whether they're making cash under the table, getting a check, filling out any other forms of paperwork, if they're making money, it's a business.
Correct. You don't have to actually file anything with the state to start a business. It can be what's called a sole proprietorship, and that comes with some unintended legal consequences.
Let's talk about some of those and how this affects someone in this position and why they should look at themselves a little differently and what some of their liabilities are.
Well, one of the things that comes up is you have extra liabilities on taxes that you should definitely speak with a CPA or attorney about. You also have other liabilities that may come along with it depending on what services you're providing or what goods you're creating. And some different regulatory issues may come along with different types of goods that you provide.
What are some tips that you have for people that, they're putting their toe in the water? This is what typically happens, right? They take a job, one job turns into another. Before that, they're busy doing this. They may be forgotten about some of the basic things that they need to consider as their business takes off or their side business takes off.
Well, one of the things to keep in mind is that if you're doing this and you're actually making money at it, then it's no longer your hobby, whether that's how you're treating it or not. I think that at that point it becomes very important to speak with a CPA and a business attorney to talk about what liability issues may be coming up and different steps that you can take to protect yourself.
Gotcha. And can you talk about some examples of real unintended business owners, freelancers is mostly what you'd call this, right? Mm-hmm. Who have benefited by talking to you yourself?
The ones that I've worked with are web designers, a lot of people in writing, different writers that are doing articles that they're selling to magazines or newspapers, those type of industries. But anyone that's doing anything, another one that is really big is woodworking and those type of things. People who are making little, for lack of a better term, tchotchkes that they're selling.
At the Riverside Arts Market.
Yep.
That's a business.
Yes.
You've got a tent and you're collecting cash. So, some of the things that I think most people would be concerned about if you're trying to start a business and you're probably strapped for cash to begin with, which is why you're trying to make it, is the expense of having to do all these things. What advice do you have for people who are contemplating, where should they spend their money? Is it on making product to sell? Is it getting the business set up right and being protected? What advice would you give someone that asked you that?
I would tell them that, yes, you need to be smart about where you're spending your money. And part of that is making sure that you're not spending money solely on the products, the creating the business only for something that you don't foresee to come along and take it all away. That's why it's important to speak with an attorney and make sure that what you're doing to protect yourself is proper and everything that needs to be done to set the business up is done correctly.
Gotcha. And let's talk about your law firm and attorney practice real quick. What else do you guys do in your law firm?
Well, our law firm, we focus on acting as outsourced general counsel. So for businesses or nonprofits that don't have their own in-house legal staff, we step in and fill that position. So everything from contract drafting and review, regulatory compliance, to corporate formation and making sure that any of the annual requirements are met.
Gotcha. Well, Brandon, really great information to be sharing with everyone. I think everyone has the potential to be an unintended business owner or freelancer, especially in today's economy, no question.
Absolutely.
How would people get a hold of you and learn more about you?
They can reach me either by email at brandon@jackscorporatecounsel.com or on the phone at 904-217-5159.
Brandon, thank you so much for being on our Ask the Attorney segment today.
Thank you for having me.
For Buzz TV, I'm your host, Wes Benwick. Please be sure to share this with your family and friends who you think might benefit from this information. On behalf of the cast and crew, we'll catch you next time on Buzz TV.